Hey, video game fans, this is Matt back for some more Battletech Extended. Once again, I was not intending to record right now, but I got into a fight that looks like it could be a potentially disastrous one. So I always like to record those just in case. You get to see some carnage. Before I get to the battle, catch you up a little bit on where we're at. So I have been in Outworld's Alliance space now for several months in game, not real time. Missions have been okay. I've been bouncing around. I've been doing Outworlds missions and missions for the Federated Suns and some pirate ones here and there. Draconis gets mixed into. It's not the missions that have been the problem. It's the prizes. I haven't really gotten a lot of great rewards for the battles I've gotten in, and I get into these big battles where there's huge losses or I have to repair all my mechs, but what I'm getting from them are not great. Monetarily, they're fine. It's just not. I'm not getting anything, good. I'm not getting replacing valuable stuff or hard to find weapons and systems. So it's been a little frustrating. I renewed my black market access with the pirates with the full discount, so I didn't have to pay anything. But again, I've been going to a lot of black markets, and aside from buying a few mech pieces, there hasn't been a whole lot of prizes and nothing really great. It makes me wonder why I'm even bothering with the black market, because yes, it's great to get replacements for all those plussed up items, but I have so many plussed up weapons right now, it's just not even funny. I can always replace whatever I lose, so I don't know. A little bit of frustration. I'm flying around right now. I think I'm in the capital system for the Outworlds Alliance. There's no black market presence here. I flew halfway across their territory to get here just to see what was there, and there were some heat banks and some stuff in the market, so it was worth going here. And to catch you up on status of my stuff, I have lost another mech. I had a was it the battle? No, my is the battle master? My battle master got destroyed. The mech pilot ended up getting hurt, and no big loss there. Um, Losing it meant I just brought another Warhammer up. I should probably get another another battle master, because I do have some mech warriors that specialize with it. But for now, so now I have one, two, three, four, five Warhammers in my active rotation, all with different loadouts. I also was getting frustrated with the catapult as a missile platform. I had two LRM-20s. I dropped in two LRM-5s to make it basically shooting off 50 long-range missiles. Gutted the armor of it, and it was great. It was a great long-range missile platform, a step up from the Archer in terms of firepower. But here's the issue: it had to trade off. Not only did it lose half of its armor, I was running out of ammo, so I threw in another couple of tons of ammo. Fine. Now it's no longer running out of ammo, but every 4 or 5 rounds it would have heat issues because firing that many large weapons requires more heat sinks. Well, in order for me to put in more heat sinks, I either needed to get rid of some of the ammo or drop even more armor. So I got rid of some of the ammo, and then again I got into a battle where I ran out of ammo before the battle was over, and so I was like, okay, this is just too much of a pain in the butt. So I dropped the catapult back into storage. I brought up a second Archer. This way, because I don't have any problems with the Archer loadouts, even though it's a little bit less firepower, it's more durable, it's just a better mech. And now I don't have to split my specialties amongst my mech warriors. They can just all fall in. If they're going to be the missile platform guys, they're going to specialize in the Archer. And with two of them in the lineup, it means even if one of them has to be repaired, there's another one waiting to go. I think that pretty much catches up where we're at. We'll cover some other stuff later. As for this fight, so this is my second team. I've already had one team used up, and I have another team ready to go after this. So these 8 were dropped in here, and I managed to get them all in different mechs, of course. Paradox is piloting the Striker. Porcupine is taking the Bull Shark out for a run. Roulette, Skyros, Stranger. No, wait. Roulette and Skyros are both using Warhammers. Stranger and so is Sugar Glider. Stranger and Taboo are both using archers, and T-Bone is in his Atlas. I dropped in. This is a simple take out the enemy units. We're working for the Outworlds Alliance, attacking pirates. And I, once again, I have a group of allied, an alliance of allied Outworld Alliance dropped in here, and another group of allied ones dropped in over here. And our threats over here. There should be 2 lances over here somewhere. And then we get notification that there's going to be a double hostile drop. I don't know whether these are going to be more pirates or if these are going to be, who knows. I guess it's possible it's ComStar. They might have a presence on the capital world of the Outworlds Alliance. I don't know. If it is, great. That's going to be fun. It means bad news for this lance, though, because these guys are moving into a hellfire. Well, we're going to try to catch up to them. We're going to get over this hill and try to meet up with them. I like this battlefield because I should be able to stay in the water, and so my hot running mechs will be able to stay out here and fire into wherever is out there without having to worry about so much heat issues. So,
how's it going?
Anyway, to the battle.
All in it.
Oh, one other thing. Yes, I changed my paint scheme again. I've changed it about 5 times in the last week. I'm just trying to find a mix that works, that doesn't off-put me too much. I tried all black. I tried this all steel color that made them look all white. That didn't work for me. I started mixing and matching with different colors, and they just kept reminding me of certain things, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I love my other paint job, don't get me wrong, that gaudy combination of 80s, 90s colors. But I've used that in another campaign, so I've had, 1,000 days of using that already, so I wanted to do something different. So what I did, I ended up settling on, I kept my black. One of the 3 colors is black. Instead of red, I put in the metallic red, I put in the copper orange color, the metallic copper, and then I highlighted it with the really bright green. The ones that have faces, it looks pretty grisly. It looks very Halloween-y. Especially on the striker, because the striker's got that skeleton paint motif, and with the green glow around it, oh my god. If you look at these on a world where we're fighting at night, it really does look like weird ghouls and goblins are coming out of the grave. So I figure I'm going to keep this for the rest of the month, since it is October and I'm in a Halloween-y kind of feel to it. So these really do kind of bring out, between the metallic orange and the bright, weird, ghouly green, it just works for me. I really do. I think this is a great color scheme for Halloween. And once again, we have a battlefield. They're interacting over here, so it's going to keep bouncing me back and forth. Alright. I'm just going to reserve. Let them do all their things. And just move all at once. Because they're too far away for any of my missile launchers, I think.
Reserving action.
Those four mechs are really going to be in trouble. Yeah, because here's 5, which means there's definitely 8 mechs over there already. 8 more are about to fall right on top of them. It's very possible they're all going to get wiped out before we even get over there. That would be very bad. Because right now we're even. Right now it's 16 mechs versus 16 mechs. Thankfully, most of them don't have big, powerful missile launchers. Okay, now I can start.
Yes, Command.
Some of my guys over there.
Full speed, no shooting. Got it.
Just trying to think what else is. Oh, I picked up some new mech warriors, obviously, to replace ones I've lost. So
On it.
I lost another veteran mech warrior. I lost Arclight, who was basically like second in command. Any mission that Fukushu wasn't leading, Arclight was out there leading. as my Marauder 2 specialist, the
Double
master.
time. Let's go.
The Marauder 2 had all of the levels. Got killed with a stupid headshot from a hunchback. It's
What
like
can I do for ya?
fifth and the fourth recently that I've lost from just a random headshot, and most of them have been veterans. So annoyed by that.
Got it.
Mech
Max
hadn't even
speed,
taken a
no
damage.
shooting.
Usually in this situation where I only have one mech warrior that specializes in a mech, I'll just send the mech down. Marauder 2 has never been knocked out of combat. It's a 100-ton mech. It's awesome.
What's up,
So
boss?
now I'm left with having to retrain somebody to be the next Marauder 2 specialist. Well, do I take a veteran and change their course, have them, start doing missions, or do I start with one of the novice new recruits and have them just grow into the part?
Waiting on you, Commander.
I don't know. I need to. I keep forgetting about it too. I need to make sure that Marauder 2 isn't sitting in the mech bay, battle after battle. I gotta make sure it's still getting out here. It's too good a mech to leave on the side. Yeah. Got it. Oh, those are all white. That's ComStar. That is definitely ComStar. Not flying any colors. Yep. Which probably means they're not on the pirate side either. So this is going to be interesting. This has turned into a three-way fight between 8, 8, and 8. Three groups of
Commander?
8. Actually, we have 16, so it's 8, 8, and 16. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
Let's
I can
see
ever
what
get
this
there.
baby can do.
Oh my god. You see the little... Look at this. The little symbolic. So the V's... The V's, the ones that are pointing down, are us and our allies. The up-checked ones are the pirates, and the X's are the ComStar forces. It's to designate who's on what side. So despite the fact we're on different units, we're allied because we have the same symbol. These are our opposition forces. That's why they're all colored red. But because they have different symbols, it means they're not on the same side. It's a nice little symbolic. I like
Ready
that.
for orders.
I never really noticed it before. I never noticed that there were ever anything that had X's before. I noticed the V's
Roger.
before. Chevrons. Now see, if I was controlling these guys, I would pull them back. Not stay up close to those units. Back off. You have long range hitters here. That's a stalker and a longbow, isn't it? Or wait a second, maybe it's a rifleman or something. But let these guys engage each other. Let them battle it out. Stay on the sideline until the rest of the reinforcements can come over here. Don't stay there and get annihilated. And plus, one of the four in the one group that's with me has to survive. That's great. That puts more pressure on me. I can't just use the
Good to go.
Outworlders as cannon fodder. Not that I can
On the
do
move.
that. I mean, they're
Full
going to
speed.
go and do what they're going to do. Half the time they end up diddling around in the rear echelon and won't engage. Oh my god, this is so many mechs. They spend all their time dinging each other. Well, the other question is, are they shooting? Because when you get this many mechs on the field, sometimes some of them don't shoot at each other. All they'll do is entrench and
Ready for orders.
hit the sensor thing. If that's the case, this is going to be another stupid battle with that major glitch. I just For some reason, the machine, I don't think it's the machine can't handle it. I think it's something in the programming about how many active participants there can be in these fights. I don't know. It's like it hits this hard deck and then it just, okay, no more mechs can engage in combat.
Waiting for orders.
So then they just become mobile set pieces.
Double time.
If that's the case, I'm going to probably stop this recording because there's no point. If it's just going to be target practice, who cares? He's not shooting. They're not shooting. They're just standing around, guarding, and pinging.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, that's so dumb. This could have been such an epic fight, and then they're
On
not
my way.
doing it.
Double time.
It's like nobody's shooting at each other. Everybody's just standing around pinging each other. Yeah. What's going on?
Receiving you.
I'm just gonna show up and
Okay. Full speed it is.
well, this is gonna take a while. Because I'm not sure what the status is on this, I might just pause it here until I get closer, until some actual fighting starts. I know the pirates will shoot here, but if the ComStar forces are just sitting there for target practice, what's the point? Because they're not shooting at all. And I don't want to lose everything I've recorded already. But I think I'm just going to pause it here, catch up a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, all right. Here's the status. We got the pirates over here lined up, basically trying to invade in and attack the ComStar forces. We got our guys over here, our allies, working up. I'm still working my way across. My other group of allies are going around. I think they're trying to go making a beeline directly for the pirates. Well, I'm just trying to relieve our other pirate or our other allied unit. So the ComStar forces have been just standing around in defensive formations, but a few of them have started to engage. I've been shooting at some of these, so I fully expect some of these guys to start shooting, because this guy here, the shootist, after running all over the place, has finally started shooting at people. And this longbow, which hadn't done anything so far, moved over here and fired at a unit. So maybe that's what the glitch
What can I do you
is. They just don't shoot at you. They don't engage in combat until they're actually fired upon.
Understood. Moving
And I don't know
fast.
if this is gonna, trigger all of the units and they're all gonna start shooting, or if it's still just a handful of ones that are engaging. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Because they're definitely being fired upon. And some of them are still just standing around, so I'm curious to see. Yeah, here we go. They're shooting. I don't know, maybe we woke a giant. Yeah, he didn't do anything. So again, some of them still aren't
What can I do
engaging,
for you?
but at least I'm getting into range that I can start hitting them with my long range weapons. Maybe I'll take a few out before I get over there.
Affirmative. Another hit like that, and you're toast.
They're definitely taking hits. This is the strangest thing we dropped in. I dropped in with 8 allies, 7 of which are mechs, and they dropped in 1 vehicle. There we go. There's some damage against the pirates. Well, the 2 longbows are active now. Man, they picked a weird place to drop in, right between the 2 forces they want to fight. Okay, that Highlander is now active. Jeez, would you back off? You do not need to be that close, especially with an archer. Yeah. Okay, now we got ourselves a battle. It's almost like we're working with the pirates here. They're hitting on one flank, we're hitting on the other. And the Rifleman 2. I don't have one of those. Upsized rifle. Oh, I can't wait to get to the salvage in this. Reminder, ComStar generally has good stuff. Now, I'm not gonna expect to get a bunch of double heat sinks, but hey, if I can see some new mechs I don't have and a few pieces of new equipment, I'll be a happy camper. Because I know the dang pirates aren't gonna have a whole lot. I don't see very many new mechs. The same ones. I'm still trying to get my Zeus replaced. I haven't gotten a battle with the Zeus. Every store I go to, no Zeus. Every black market store I go to, no Zeus. I haven't found a complete one or a piece of one.
What's up, boss?
I really want one. That would replace one of my Warhammers, just to get one back. Well, shoot, what do we got here? That's a strike. We need to start sprinting. We gotta get closer. We gotta engage these guys at closer range. These long-range single weapon strikes are fine, but they're not doing a lot of damage. Now they've backed up. They're basically turning this little hillside into their own little Custer's last stand, I think. I'm just watching this battle from long distance. Look at that row. Man, if they were smart, they'd back off even more.
Ready for orders.
Okay, another sprint. We gotta get into the water, then we can really start shooting.
Let's move.
Don't have to worry about these long-range heat levels. Guys are just beating the crap out of each other. Oh, there the body part flies.
Hey there.
Those guys are in the engagement range.
Receiving you.
Okay, the archer can go ahead and attack.
Affirmative.
It's gonna keep its distance anyway. Precision strike.
Here it comes. I hear ya.
Another one. No, that's a Warhammer. Oop. I got those. I like to have all my mechs of the same type next to each other in alignment.
Moving fast.
Get the order of battle, if you will. I don't like having these
Commander?
split up, but that's fine. I will adapt. Okay, where are you gonna shoot? Same one? Black Knight's not doing great either. Well, let's see if we can take this Highlander out. I would definitely take a Highlander. I don't have one of them complete yet. They're not a specialist mech. They're one of those Swiss Army knife mechs that can kind of fill any role, but they can take a beating. They're very durable, solid mech. Again, I could upgrade one of my Warhammer slots with one of those. As long as I have a handful of warhammers, I'm just using them as kind of like my flex point. They're solid mechs. They do well against their own class of heavies. Against assault mechs, they do well when they have a firepower advantage. You know, when I have a bunch of them working together, they can take down anything. But individually, if all the enemy mechs focus their attack on a single warhammer, that warhammer is not going to last long. It's durable, but it's not that durable. It's not an assault mech. I just like the fact that I can kind of plug in a lot of different mech warriors
Waiting for orders.
to use them. Okay, he's got an array of long-range weapons.
No problem.
That's not a bad distance. Oh, he still only has one, though. Dang it.
Taking the shot.
That's a big one. I lost most of my Starlink Defense Force extended range lasers. Uh-oh, somebody punched out. ComStar unit. I lost my small laser, I lost a medium laser and a large laser, I believe. It's usually these ones that are in a single warhammer that's like, ugh. Because again,
I hear ya.
They don't have the armor to withstand it. Massive damage. Let's see, what's this? Atlas. That's only going to be a single shot. I'm going to go ahead and run.
Got it. Max
So
speed,
far, my
no
no shark,
shooting.
after that first arm loss that I had ages ago, I haven't had any losses of any systems. Oh, I also did lose a couple of double heat sinks. Again, just stray ones. It's like the only critical hit that my mech receives, and boom, they lose a friggin' double heat sink. They're so irreplaceable. And we're still about, what, 10 years away from the clans invasion, so there's not going to be an influx of double heat sinks for quite some time. And I've lost so many heat banks, it just irritates me. It turns my mechs so one-dimensional because I rely on that heat offset to make my grasshopper efficient, to make some of these warhammers capable of firing without overheating every other turn. I guess I'm just a person that would have been better off in the Star League era or the more modern era. Because this middle gap period, that's where inefficient is not my jam. Nice, he's unsettled. There you go, get into the trees. Get up into there, you stupid awesome. Not doing any good. You can get out here and shoot those PPCs from distance. Jeez. We're ready to engage now. Slow plot across this, I don't know if this is a river or a lake. It's like a big river bend, I guess. That longbow's about ready to be taken down. They ran out of trees. The pirates are pushing them out of the trees. This is great. This is such a fun, it's almost like very militaristic. Uh-oh. Knocked the pirate out. Still got teeth. Still got teeth. But it really does feel like a genuine battle. That's why I like recording these, because they're a lot more interesting than one mech, two mechs versus, or one lance, two lance versus one lance, two lance. They're just small skirmishes. This feels like a genuine battle.
Mech warriors, show them what
And
you got.
it's not even a two-way battle. It's a three-way battle. That's just crazy.
Need something, Chief?
All right, paradox. Auto cannon. I don't even know if that's long-range laser range. I don't know if the long-range laser can reach over there. Maybe. Well, we'll see. If it's just an
Roger
auto
that.
cannon, I'll be annoyed.
Target locked on enemy 6.
All right. So we're still past long-range laser or large laser range. Finally, the smartest thing you did. Get the heck out of there. The pirates and ComStar beat each other up. We'll just go in and finish them off. Whatever's left standing.
Receiving you.
All right. Now we're getting there.
Heading out.
All retreated up to the little forested hilltop.
Target lock on rear arc.
Don't turn your back to the enemy, folks. That's very poor strategy. The exact last battle I was in before I recorded this, I had a stalker who turned its back on 4 of my warhammers. They just came up behind it and blam, 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 shot him in the back.
Ready for orders.
Sometimes the AI doesn't make very smart strategic decisions.
Roger.
Okay. Split fire.
Roger.
Missed. Somebody else with a straight shot. Shot him in the back.
What's up, boss?
Archer time. Okay, get ourselves some clearance here. Stable ground, maybe. And can't split fire, so let's see if we can take this Highlander. No. Okay, we'll try taboo.
Got something you want done?
Let's see. Who's taboo gonna shoot? Get off this hillside. Taboo can split fire. Yeah. 2 LRM-20s. We'll hit that longbow in the side. And you know what? I'm gonna hit this rifleman 2 in the side. Try to take
Targeting for an alpha strike.
knock them down. So destroy the arm.
That hit something good.
Oh, it didn't shoot the other one. It took all of it. Did I not ping them both?
Good to go.
I don't know. I'll have to review that later. Every once in a while I do that. Warhammer, still not in range.
Pedal to the metal.
Now you're in range. Okay, that's it for our turns. Oof! Another ComStar unit goes down. A little closer. There we go. A little better view. It's going badly for them. They got their backs to my units. Pirates are getting the better of them, even though the pirates have had a few losses too. Looks like they're down to maybe 6 unless there's somebody else over here. No, looks like they're down to 6.
Orders. Coordinates received.
Next turn will run. Still only getting a single weapon shot.
Firing at enemy 6.
Man, I could be hitting them with mortar fire. Come on. What are you doing? No, shoot these guys in the back. Don't worry about him. Shoot them in the back. Gotta work together here, buddy. Don't give the pirates our kills. Got 2 guys laying down. This isn't good. Oh, they got 5. We got 4 on the hill, 1 over here.
on you, Commander.
All right, T-bone, 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 T-bone. You know what? I know I got that PPC and the Gauss rifle are both within range, but I want to get just a smidge closer. So
Going turbo.
next round, I might get 2 guns on these guys. There you go. Shoot those guys in the back. You're gonna take that kill from me, aren't you? Now the Awesome's getting into the fight. And didn't shoot. He's gonna punch his in. Yes! That dang pirate took that kill. Okay. You guys are never going to get in this fight the rate you're going. Oh, there's still a pirate unit out there. Sorry of my radar range. He's got more armor up front, so he can probably take a few more shots. That Shrek PPC is never moving. He's never gonna see combat. Most of my allies. Am I gonna get a turn here one of these days? I know I have a lot of heavy and assault mechs, but I'm getting kind of lonely because that's a stalker. That's an assault mech. Why am my assault mech sitting on the sideline waiting to act? Took another kill from me, you jerks. I put all that damage into that thing and you took that kill from me.
Receiving you. Standing by. Roger.
Is there anybody left for me to get kills from? Because it seems like everybody's taking my kills, and I'm going to have to start doing the damage that's going to lead to somebody else getting the kill.
Attacking from position.
I know it will work, and other people take the credit. That's the way it works. Look at that. There's already 2 mechs laying there in a heap. ComStar is just about wiped out.
Need something, Chief? Coordinates received. Roger. Splitting fire.
Oh, he doesn't have that penetration ability, so
Yes, Commander.
that was wasted. Alright, you got LRM-20s.
Yes, Commander. Locking in coordinates. Sweet.
What can I do for you? Got it.
More shots in this fight.
Special delivery!
Whoop.
Good to
Room
go.
Paradox to move forward now. Thank you.
I copy.
Galloping woolies coming across.
Aye, aye.
Okay, well, I wait for my turn to come back around. So, I did an accountability earlier in the year on May 13th, 3032, and we're currently, I think, in October, I think. I decided to do a kill list. I wanted to compare all my mech warriors, both past and present, have done. And I went through and I looked at the numbers. Obviously, Fukushu's on top. They've been in more missions than anybody else, more engagements, and is the only member of the 200 kill club. He has 182 mech kill at this time. 182 mech kills with 69 other kills, giving a total of 251. Those were in 158 deployments, giving him a kill rate of 1.589 kills per deployment. I had 12 others reach the 100 kill club, and this is why losing Arclight hurt so much. Arclight was number 4 on my total list. Arclight had 111 mech kills, which was the third most in terms of mech kills, plus 28 other kills. So that's another one that's in the deceased department. The highest one I'd had previously was Magistrate, who died not too long ago. Magistrate had 88 mech kills and 21 other kills to just get into the 100 kill club. And I went all the way down. After I got to all the hundreds, I looked at the ones that were getting close. Like T-Bone at this time, T-Bone and Dragon 66 both had 92 total kills. So they were just outside of getting the 100. And they've got to be in by now. Roulette was also just outside at 87, so was Tinker. And I went all the way down to basically 26 of them. I had 26 mech warriors, both deceased and active, and only only 5 of the people on the list were dead. Or 6 of them, I guess. 6 of them. Had at least 50 kills. Now, I'm not going to probably keep this up to date. If I had a little, I don't know, maybe if I did this in Discord, I'd have a spreadsheet and I'd be able to update it more regularly just by inputting the numbers. The highest kills per deployment, that record's going to be hard to beat because it was set by Magistrate, who only had 60 deployments. Most of the people on my list have 70 or 80 or 90, and only 60 deployments. Magistrate had 109 total kills. That's 1.817 kills per deployment. The highest number on this list is 1.5. So I don't see anybody, or I guess there is a 1.71, but it's also somebody that doesn't have very many deployments. The kills per deployment kind of goes down the more deployments you get because it's hard to keep a high average in that regard. Everybody has at least 1 point something though. It's like nobody's gone out on three deployments and come back with like 1 kill. And I don't really try to get kills. I don't like, oh, well, this character needs more kills. No, it's all kind of random. They get what they get.
Oh, you want some of this?
I was gonna run with him. Oh, well. Anyway, that was something I was doing in my off time. I was just curious about how my mech warriors were faring.
do for you?
Okay, T-Bone, can you get something more than just
Right,
a single
Commander.
weapon shot? That PPC should be available. Yeah, let's get this Black Knight knocked out.
Uh-huh.
Nope, missed with the PPC. Still, he's stressed. He's ready to bail. Are you guys gonna get a shot off in this fight, or are you just gonna wander around in the wilderness? I mean, maybe that's Frodo and Sam on their way to Mordor. I don't know. A little adventure of their own. They obviously aren't really excited to get into this fight, because they are moving incredibly slow while we're there. Oh my god, the thing finally figured out how to get out of the water. Driving around on the riverbed for the last hour and a half. There's not going to be much left by the time we get up there. It's going to be basically... Okay, which mech are we going to destroy with this shot? Because everybody's just going to be in shambles. Deal is. That longbow's about ready to fall off the backside of that cliff. You can't go back any farther, longbow. I should just put him out of his misery with my archers. Don't you dare take that kill! I'm tired of these guys taking my kills. I do all the damage and they get the credit. This time I'm just gonna wait. Not Jeez. Where's their stalker? Oh my guys, how do they got another kill? Guys are getting all the kills. Pirates, because the ComStar is down to their last, what, 5 units here, it looks like? Nope. He bailed. They still got teeth, but it's hard to defend yourself in 2 different directions, 3 different directions.
Hit him hard.
New round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 11 total mechs left on the field, opposing us.
Commander? All right, let's do this. Critical hit, Commander.
Eagle probe was destroyed,
Receiving you.
so that would be in the salvage. Okay, Warhammer is finally within shorter range. Lasers can be fired.
Locked on. Rear armor. Reporting. Critical hit. Waiting for orders. Confirmed. Confirmed. Orders. Copy that.
Archer.
Ready for orders.
I don't think he's going to come down with one more volley, so I'll have to shoot somebody else.
Moving to position. everything I've got.
Torsion arm. Double heat sink.
Reporting critical hit.
I don't want to destroy the double heat
Waiting
sinks.
on
I
you,
want those to
Commander.
be in salvage. This is going to be one of those fights where there's going to be like 8 or 9 of them, and that's the only thing I'm going to get.
Coordinates received.
I'm going to have to temper that because there are some mechs I don't have. And I will find more double heat sinks someday, but who knows if I'll ever find some of these mechs because they've been very hard to find, new mechs. It seems like every planet sells the same stupid models, so. There you go. Finally got into the fight with a single volley. ComStar, this was an enormous mistake dropping these two lances into this fight because grossly outclassed, despite the fact you have better equipment.
Waiting on you, Commander.
There's better equipment, and then there's insufficient
On my way.
firepower. Panicked. Come on, don't take this kill from me. My guys are working hard here. They've got very few kills, if any. Do we have any kills yet?
Right here.
I gotta get that rifleman too.
Consider it done.
I was gonna run. Still isn't within range.
I'm gonna make some trash.
Alright, got a kill finally. We're gonna fall this round. Now that all my turns have been taken. Great, they're not in physical combat. Boom! That guy got disintegrated. ComGuard is 67% destroyed. 32% of the elements. 50% of our enemy units, the pirates, so they're down to half strength. And our allies are all still fine. Well, the other pirate unit, 75% destroyed. Shot in the back. Well, that sucks. So that's one of the units. 3 remain. So this is the specific unit that needs to survive. The other guys that are with us don't matter, man. Just keep trying to back up. You can't. Be better off in the trees. Then you'd have a little bit of defensive bonus. Hey, somebody's finally shooting at me.
It's go time. Standing by.
See if we can take out a few of these units on our turn instead of losing these kills to our allies or the pirates.
Giving them everything I've got.
Nope, not quite.
Ready for orders. Heading out. On it.
There we go. There's one kill.
Standing by. Got it.
Lasers. Probably should have run there if I were known
Waiting for orders.
medium range.
Position confirmed. Locking in all weapons.
Ugh.
Reporting critical hit.
Good to go.
Put some more missiles in the longbow, I think. And there's this pirate over here too.
Copy that.
Just to let him know we're here. And a longbow volley coming. Yeah, I don't care about the Victor. ComStar is almost over.
Ready for orders.
Okay, what do we got? That's my. Okay, I'm spreading with him. Taking pot shots. A little closer, I can use a few more weapons. You guys are just content with staying as far away as possible, aren't you? Let me. Oh, I could have done that. I could have hit him with one more shot. God,
Damage is minor, Commander.
that was on me. They didn't steal that kill from me. I gave it away. I gave it away.
Standing by.
That's gonna be some
On it.
muddy hill. I assume that's what this is.
Confirmed. Firing.
Left arm destroyed. I took out a bunch of his weapons. And torso.
Take that.
Didn't bail though. Shootist. I don't have a shootist either. Man. So many mechs I want to salvage here.
I hear ya.
And I'm going to end up with a big pile of double heat sinks. I just know it.
No sweat.
I'm on visual range now. Now back in. Let's get bail. Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Oh, it's on
That
now.
vehicle's gonna show up just in time to loot the bodies. I don't know what the deal is with this awesome. It hasn't fired all fight. I think it's got the same glitch. Nobody's fired upon it, so it's just sitting there running around using sensor blocks. Stupid
Yes,
glitch.
Commander.
Alright. Close enough to get a few things off of its.
Target acquired.
Yeah. Shootist.
How's it going?
Almost in mech collection mode right now. All I'm trying to do is collect different mechs. I've also started assembling a bunch of my assorted mechs that I've collected pieces for, and I'm trying to build the ones that I don't have already built. So now I have a large array of I got like 4 or 5 different models of some of these built. I have no intention of ever using, but I don't know.
Now let's see how you handle
The great thing
this.
about this is I can always just kind of send all my mechs down into storage and bring back
Ready
I
for
can bring
orders.
up 8 griffins and just play with them for a little bit.
On it.
I just don't want to risk losing mech warriors is the problem. I don't want to throw away mech warrior lives just because I want to have a little fun. It's interesting to have like a double lance.
Solid connection on
8
that one.
mechs, 8 locusts, and just swarm them into a 1-star mission.
I hear ya.
Something that, they're not going to get completely destroyed. I wouldn't want to throw them into a 3 or 4-star mission against a bunch of heavy mechs. But... Okay. Let's see if I can take this guy out.
All weapons are go.
Oh. Still didn't drop.
Waiting for orders.
Unbelievable. Just takes and takes and takes. Alright, we're splitting fire. I'm gonna send one more bi-laser at him, and everything else is gonna go at this guy.
You get a headshot, and you
Is that
get
enough?
a headshot.
The heat sink destroyed. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, critical hit.
He had advanced case system protecting his ammo from blowing up the whole mech. Oh, the longbow already got knocked out. I was shooting at the awesome that was up there. Didn't even realize. That's right, the longbow bailed. I forgot about that. Just saw a white guy on the hill. I thought it was the longbow. I've been up there for half the battle. Okay. I think we can start engaging
What's up, Commander?
the pirates. Targets of opportunity come up. Am I within range of my thumper? I don't think so. No, I can only get part way up the hill. That's fine. Ooh, that guy's got his back turned to me. That's not good.
I'm gonna make some trash.
Don't turn your back to my units. Nice, they're not shooting at the defenseless. Awesome.
What can I do for you? Uh-huh. You betcha.
This is a slow river crossing. We're only just now getting onto the shore. Ooh, the arm and torso.
Ready for orders.
Now we're up the hill. We're off the beach anyway.
Got it.
One unit is off the beach.
Roger.
Kill. Destroyed.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Knock him down. So somebody else can finish up the kill for us, right? That's the way it usually works. That won't be enough. This one could do it though. Oh, nope, that's one with long range. Nice. Got him in the back and knocked down on the grasshopper. I'm so glad I picked high salvage on this. There's going to be so many interesting things to pick through, and it's been a long time since I could say that. I am so tired of picking through a bunch of mechs that I already have a dozen of, and bunch of weapons that I don't need that are just going to sit in storage. I'm actually excited about the salvage that's going to be available in this fight. Oh my god, if I could get within mortar range, I could knock all these guys out with a single shot. It'll take a whole other turn before I get close enough, though. I'd have to sprint this turn, then maybe I'd have a shot at it next turn. If I don't sprint this turn, I might be able to hit a couple of them on the fringe, but there's no way I'll get all of them. She's gonna have to win this turn, which is fine. Looks like they're on the far side of the hill anyway. On the top.
Hey there.
Paradox. Let's get you over here. Shoot the guy that's
Move
trying
order
to go
received.
back. Oh, all my guys are just taking a little bath.
Let's see how you like this. Now that hit something good. What's up, boss?
Order.
Good to go.
Okay, I got 2 more hammers climbing
Targeting for an elf strike.
the hill. My leg destroyed. He's on his back.
That one's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, the next gen version of this game could be really cool. Imagine if when they fell, they slid down the hill. Imagine if your shots on a mountainside created rubble that fell down the field and caused mechs that were standing there to fall down as they stumbled in the rolling rocks, or shot into the side of a snowy, hillside created an avalanche. There's just so many really neat geological effects you could enhance these battles so much.
What's up, boss?
It'd have to be next gen gaming though, because right now they don't have the capability of doing that stuff.
Got it. All weapons are go.
Awesome still has a lot of armor. I don't think I'm going to waste shots on him for a little bit. 'Cause
Target's taking a critical hit.
critical hits or not, he's got most of his armor still.
Standing by. Coordinates received.
Let's see if I can take this guy out. Another critical.
Scored a critical hit.
About ready.
Waiting on you,
And
Commander.
Sugar glider.
Moving out.
More hammer shot. Ryan.
Got it.
Ooh, that Ryan is ready to go down. Okay, don't take these kills from me. No, shoot it. Awesome. God dang it. I wanted that kill. Shoot at the awesome. He needs to get softened up. Shoot at the guy that's laying down. No, they're gonna pick on the weakest person there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna get within range. I'm gonna sprint. Now he'll be able to hit with
Let's
his
move.
thumper. Although I don't know how many targets there's gonna be after another round of damage. Be a few if I can focus my fire on these guys. Yeah, Grasshopper's about ready to go too. Don't spread out, stay together. Ooh, he's got pulse lasers. Check that off on my little salvage list.
Standing by.
Before I kill you, oh yeah, I'm taking notes on what weapons you're using, so I know what I'm going to be picking off of your husk. Oh, critical on the pulse.
Scored a critical hit.
Oh, but it's not a strong. Okay. It's gonna be like Christmas Day in October. Came all the way just so I could use my thumper, and there's only going to be a couple of targets left. That was a waste. And a thug. I still don't have a thug. I have a piece of thugs. Maybe 3? 2 or 3 thug pieces.
Waiting on you, Commander. Moving out. Got it.
What are we down to? 3 enemies? Something like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, or is it 4? 4. No, that's my guy. Yeah, just the 3 of them. There. The grasshopper's in bad shape. The other 2 are still relatively healthy, so this fight's not over yet. I'm just trying to get out of this without some stray stupid headshot. I'm so sick of burying my mech warriors from headshot damage.
Receiving you.
Alright, get up the beach.
On the move.
Standing by. Confirmed.
That's so much damage. All those little 2s and 3s.
I hear ya. On my way. Time to die.
There's a couple of 6 destroyed.
There's more where that came from.
Receiving you.
On the beach.
Copy that. Here it comes. Target neutralized.
5s, that's what you want to see. 5s is full damage. 2s and 3s is reduced damage. Oh no!
The last primary target is down, Commander.
Why did you have to lose all those double heat sinks? Oh, just saying that stuff's not going to be in the salvage list. Those longbows didn't have any double heat sinks; they were using standards, so I'm not sure
Good to
how
go.
many I'm going to have here.
Receiving you.
Let's finish this guy off.
Moving to position. On it.
I love those awesomes; they look great. They just look like big frumpy robots.
Commander. Heading out. Taking the shot.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Reporting. Critical hit.
They just look like they can take a ton of damage.
What can I do for you?
On the beach.
Right, Commander.
They're big damagers.
Commander.
On the beach.
Heading out.
Finally, full array of weaponry at his disposal. Yep.
Target eliminated.
Well, the
Mission
only loss we
successful.
sustained was one of our allies, so that was pretty good. Pirates did a good job of decimating the ComStar units. The fact that the ComStar units wouldn't engage for the first several rounds kind of started them off in a bad direction. Yeah, I didn't have any I don't even know if any of my mechs are going to spend any time in the mech bay or in the repair bay. All right, I don't need a Black Knight. I would like one. I think I already have one in waiting. Highlanders worth salvaging. I got plenty of longbows. I already got a Merlin. I do not have a Rifleman 2. I do not have a Rifleman 2, so I'm going to put that on the list. And I don't have a Shootist. Oh my god. I maxed out my salvage and I still only got 3 things in this. Oh no! Oh, Shootist, a Thug. Oh my god. I'm not going to get squat. Alright. Gauss, standard Gauss rifles. Not even Star League versions. Oh no. This is the best salvage I have seen playing this game, and I'm only going to get a hand pick 3 things. I haven't even gotten to the double heat sinks that I know are down here. Star League, large laser, large pulse laser, LB10X, medium pulse. There are dozens of stuff here I want. +3 resolve gain is outstanding. Great, the best gyro mods are in here, and look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double heat sinks. If I don't get some of these in the random pull, I get 14. I thought I was going to get so much more than this. I have to take those. I haven't seen a Rifleman 2 or a Shootist yet. As you can see, I have nothing in there. I'm not going to take any of the double heat sinks. I want them. I just got to hope I get a couple of them maybe in the random sweep. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. None of these are plussed up. So they're great if I get them. I'll use them. But to be honest, the ones that are plussed up are worth significantly more with the bonuses. A medium pulse laser with all this stuff is pretty good. But it's pretty standard fare. I think once the pulse lasers become a little more routine, that's going to be a common pickup, I think. This is what's killing me. That's a 4 million credit weapon. I mean, 4 million. 8 million, collectively about 9 million between them. I can't pass that by, and I'm not only going to get one of them. Oh my god, this is excruciating. I thought this was going to be so much fun. I was going to have a little shopping list, and I was just going to pick things up. I don't have a Black Knight. Well, at least I don't have this model. No, I don't have any Black Knights. Huh. I swore I had one in my supply, but I guess I don't. I really wanted a Highlander. I've got some pieces, assorted pieces, but I just don't have that one. I don't know. Crap. I do have a Merlin. I don't have a Shootist. This is why I'm picking up the 70-ton Shootist versus a 90-ton Highlander. But I've seen Highlanders, this is the thing. These are easier to find. I've seen Highlanders. I've never seen a Shootist in a fight yet. Now, maybe I'm making a bad decision here, but this is also really suited to my style. It's 5 energy, plus 4 support. That's a laser gunner. The Highlander is, like I said, it's a jack of all trades. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got missiles. It's got the whole... I don't enjoy using those. I've never really liked the Highlander, but it does. It's a good damage soaker. I do have thugs. I do have a couple of thugs, so I don't have to worry about bemoan the loss of that. Everything else is decent. It's just these Gauss rifles. This thing does 95 damage. That's my number 1 pick. This one is just stability damage, but this is still not bad. It's gonna knock down whatever it hits. What am I going to get? They gave me a Merlin and an Orion. So, Merlin's fine. It's not a mech I'm probably going to use very often, but that's fine. The Orion's fine too. It's a 70. If it's a lighter assault mech, but that's fine. Or a big heavy mech, I guess. Well, they didn't give me the other Gauss rifle. Got a machine gun. Okay, I got the Star League LB-10X. That's good. Okay, I got the great comm system. Happy about that. Got some good TTS systems, and I got ammo for the thing. This could have been so much better. There's so much juicy salvage there, and I'm not getting it. I maxed this out. This was the best I could. I swore I maxed this out. I must have restarted, went back, and came back, and I forgot to up it, because this is only the 50% level. Oh my God, that's my own fault. I mean, how was I to know this was going to be such a huge fight? But this was an accident, because that was supposed to be maxed out. That should be all the way to the right. Oh, crap. I lost an opportunity to get so much juicy salvage. That's the first standard Gauss rifle I've seen, though. All the ones I've seen so far have been Star League Defense Force models. So this is a new built one. Yeah. It's not the end of the month yet. We barely even did anything in that fight. We just showed up and watched most of it. Huh. That's interesting, though. Well, he's got the Star League Gauss rifle. He's got a Star League Gauss rifle. Guess what? He's got AC-5s. That is 8 tons plus 2 tons in ammo. That's 10. That's 15. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'd have to drop the mortar. I'm not going to do that. It's good knowing that I have it. So, autocannon wise, I got so many good autocannons. It's just, I don't have very many mechs that specialize in them. How heavy is this? That's 11 tons just for an LB-10X, which is like a shotgun version of a AC-10. Energy weapons. I got plenty of backups for my bi-lasers. Look at that. I got 11 of these. I could sell some of those. I'm never using the standard ones because they generate less heat. And less heat's good because these things are heat hogs. I could sell a lot of these. Missile weapons are even less interesting. I have all the Artemis ones. I keep losing Artemis systems, and I try to replace them when I can. I'm still way short on small lasers. I'm dying to get better small lasers. It's the one area in my arsenal that's really, really deficient. Plenty of machine guns, plenty of flamers that I'm not using. I love these machine guns with the extended range. I wish I had some, they're great because that extends the range out to 120 where all the other ones are stuck at 90 meters, which is only 3 spaces away. So these things are firing, getting a lot more use. Equipment. Yeah, the +3 resolve is awesome. The gyros, I go through gyros so that they get critical hitted so often and I lose them. So it's nice to have a nice little supply of backups. I got 2 heat banks ready to install on stuff. I should do that before I leave this system. And all the leg mods I never use because I don't have very many mechs with jump jets. I have my backup mortar in case I lose one of the ones I got mounted. Rangefinders and all my TTSs. That's good. I'm glad I got one for energy because I've been needing one. Okay. I'm not going to do another mission here. That was a long fight. But as you can see, these are all tough missions, so I could very well stop recording and then start another recording with one of these if they turn out. I would love to have some more fights with. If I see ComStar forces, believe me, I'll probably be recording. Let's show you where I am. We are in the capital of what's Alpharats. Yeah. So as you can see, there is pirate presence. No, there isn't pirate presence, but there is yeah. Starleague presence, ComStar presence. Whenever you see something that has ComStar presence, it means there's a random chance that they might pop into a battle. That's what happened in the last fight. So those other, if I do the rest of the missions here, there's going to be a small percentage chance that they're going to pop in again, and that would be great because there's so much good salvage. I cannot believe I only did 50% on that salvage. That was a complete accident. I know I set it to max. I think I had to go back to the main window and do something, and then when I came back, I forgot to readjust it again. It turns out coming up here wasn't a great idea. Well, I'm not going to say it was a bad idea, but at the start of the game, this was largely inhabited, but at the end of one of the succession wars, most of these planets got abandoned. So there's very little chance that I'm going to have any great missions out here. There's not going to be any stores. These are all abandoned worlds. There is a lone world out here that has a black market, but I have not ventured all. I didn't really want to fly all the way out there for basically possibly nothing. So I still got more missions here to do. I've already been to all these worlds over here. As you can see, I basically plotted and went to all of them. And then when I was here, I decided instead of exploring the other ones, I just jumped all the way over here, even though there was still missions for me to do over there. I was just tired of the same crappy prizes. The prizes here were great, so this is good. Once I get done here, I'm definitely going to hit up the last of the black market worlds in this space, but then I think I'm going to go back to Draconis Combine. I have not spent any time in the Draconis Combine, so I'll be trying to get some missions there. The same stupid little priority missions are here. Actually, well, it's for rare. I'm just not happy with the prizes. Uncommon and rare items, I don't care about. Give me SLDF. I guess rare items could get me some new tech, but I'm just not, I don't have very high expectations. It takes 83 days to get there. It expires in 178. I don't know. I'd have to basically fly across the Draconis Combine to get there, but this one's been here for a while. It's a house divided. I have no intention of doing that one. And for some strange ass reason, they keep spawning all these things down here, and I am not traveling back. I'm not going to go to this side of the map ever again. There is nothing that's going to tempt me to go back there. I can't do any missions in Lao space because they absolutely hate me. And I have weighed, there's not really much advantage of allying, and if I'm going to ally, I'm going to ally with Merrick because it won't alienate the other two powers here. But there's really no advantage to it because you make so many enemies. It would make an enemy of the pirates. It would make an enemy of the Lyran Commonwealth. And I just don't see the advantages of possibly being able to purchase a couple of neat mechs or tech from their factories. Essentially, that's all you're getting out of it. Like I said, if you wanted to do an interesting role-playing experience, maybe, but well, anything else? Arclight. So Arclight, 93 deployments for me. She had never ejected. Only sustained 4 injuries, but look at the numbers. 119 kills. In just mech kills, had to be one of the highest I've got. Killed by an enemy hunchback, headshot. Sabercat, headshot by enemy thunderbolt. Spirit, headshot, enemy warhammer. None of these should have happened. These were not my fault. These were not me putting a mech in harm's way and getting them destroyed. These were some random chance lucky shot, headshot that killed them in the cockpit. Ugh. Punisher died, same thing. Punisher never gets hurt. Boom. Well, actually, she got hurt a lot because she was crazy, but still, headshot, enemy Jaggermech. That's the one that really ticked me off back in the day because her mech hadn't even had any damage yet. All these other kills were legitimate, just they got overwhelmed and got killed. But those headshot kills, and they're happening more frequently. My mech warriors don't die anymore. They're too good. I don't put them in harm's way. I keep them, you know, I use strategy to keep them out of harm's way. And yet, the last 3 mech warriors that have died have all been killed by random friggin' headshots. It ticks me off so much. Ugh. So, I've replaced them. Let's see, what's the newest mech warriors I've gotten? I think some of these I mentioned in the last one, but because I know that
Yes, Commander.
Eagle Eye, Harry, or
Standing by.
Harry, I'm not sure, is the one I replaced Arclight with. He had decent starting skills. He was a Kickstarter backer, so he's got a unique headshot, which is why I liked him. But his skill set was okay. It wasn't outstanding.
Orders?
Piston was the other one I hired. Now, Piston I hired because she had excellent skills. She was at like level 7, I think, already, 6 or 7 on her gunnery skill. So despite the fact she's not a unique character or a Ronin, she was an experienced mech warrior who already had 2 of her ability things. So it was one of those opportunities where I found a good veteran pilot that I didn't have to start all over from 0 to level her up. So I managed to get a decent pilot out of her.
Receiving you.
Oh god, it looks like a lot of these guys are ready to level up. It's not the end of
Training
the month.
confirmed, Commander.
I'm not gonna go crazy leveling these up because I still have. Oh wait, was that the? Oh, I guess that was the last team to go out. So I do have to rest up my guys now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop recording there. Hopefully, this has been entertaining. You're seeing the trials and tribulations of my adventures crossing the space. If I have another fight with ComStar, though, I'm probably gonna record it because it's just fun getting to the salvage, if nothing else. I don't even know if I'll record the fight. I might record the very end of it so you can see how it ended and then the salvage. We'll see. Stay tuned for more content coming soon.